Hi traders. Um, on this video, I will be showing us how to draw trend lines correctly. I just discovered these few steps or tricks, I would say, on how to draw the trend lines correctly. And trust me, if you adopt these steps or tricks, it will really help you in drawing your trend lines correctly, and you could be able to make a good entry point into a trade, considering other factors of your analysis. So I will just navigate to the chart. This is a Bitcoin USDT price chart. This is the current price chart. So let me just double into it and look at what I can make out of it. Now, here are the rules. Rule number one: don't make your line too steep or horizontal. Now, what do I mean? This is a steep line. This is when your line is too steep. So let me color it red. This is a no-no for us. And don't make it also nearly horizontal, something like this. So these two lines are a no-no for drawing your what? Trend lines. Don't make it too steep, like it's not too far from becoming what? A vertical line like this. It's too steep. And don't make it too close to becoming what? A horizontal line. So these ones are a no-no. Then you can actually make it. Now, this is the rule for making your trend lines. Um, Let your trend line be somehow 40, 45, probably to 30 degrees. This could be all right for your what? Trend line. 45 degree to 30 degree. The ones in blue are definitely okay, going up or going down. So don't make it too steep. Don't make it nearly horizontal. Don't make it what? Nearly horizontal, something like this. So this is how to draw your trend lines. This is how not to draw your what? Trend lines. So let me remove the drawings. Now let me make a live example. Let me look for something on the charts. One, two. With the example, I will be explaining the rule number. Okay, it's like I think this area is okay. I'm seeing something perfect. Okay, now rule number two is this: you would wait for three numbers of touches for you to draw a trend line. You cannot draw trend line based on two number of touches. What do I mean? This is a touch. This is a trend channel I will be making here. But before I go on drawing the line, let me explain the rule number two. This is a touch. This is a touch. They are not sufficient to draw a trend line. There must be a third touch like this. Yes, yeah, I can make a trend line here. You can say, okay, yeah, this is good. Now you can make your what? Trend line. You see? You can see the fourth touch. Now there's something about the fourth touch that brings us to the third rule. Now, second rule is what? Let there be what? Three numbers of touches for you to what? Make your what? Trend line. Three numbers of touches for you to make your trend line. So as you can see, this is a what? A trend line. Perfect. First touch, second touch, and the third touch. That is what? The rule number two, it must touch three times. Now the rule number three is what? The fourth touch, which will not be your entry trigger. The fourth touch where you will not say, yes, the price action is following what? This trend. Now you could make your entry here, will come in slowly. Now look at the way, see the first touch, see the second touch, right? The third touch follow the same pattern. But look at the fourth touch, it came in slowly, right? So for you to make your entry, you'll be certain that the fourth touch came in. If the fourth touch had just came in, well, just came in straight up, no, it's not a good entry point. It's not just a good entry point. So once the fourth touch came in slowly, this is a very good entry point. Now let me just make a channel out of this. Let me make a trend channel out of this, and we can see that now, assuming here we traded this, okay, we met the price action at this level. There was, you know, a bounce here, then we saw the second bounce. Say, oh, this could be now the third. Yeah, we made a trend there, what? A trend line. Now we waited for the next touch, the fourth touch. It came in slowly. Now we can make an entry here. We can definitely make an entry. Look, it even exceeded our what? Exit highest price level or target. The high, it's, went beyond our price target, because your price target should be somewhere around here. So it's what exceeded our price target. So it's a very proficient trade. So as you can see, so what are the rules again? Let me recap. First of all, don't make the lines too steep or nearly horizontal, and you have to make it somehow 30 to 45 degrees. That's how it should be, just as it's looking on the chart here. Now, rule number two: allow for three numbers of touches before you can make a trend line. Don't just go into trend line if you see one or two touch. Make sure it's up to number of three touches. And most importantly, and the final part is what the third rule is: it should come in slowly. The fourth line where you will make your entry, it should come in what? Slowly. If it comes straight up, no, it's not a good entry trigger. So I think, let me look around, like, okay, I think that was so perfect. Let me look around the chart, see whether I can find examples. I saw something here. Now look at this. This is nearly horizontal. This is what? Nearly horizontal. So it's not a trend line. This is nearly horizontal. There was a touch here. There was a touch, one, two. Now even at the third time, it has changed. So more like it helped support twice here. This, you can only make here a support level, so it can be considered a trend line. You already know that. So you can see it can never be horizontal when you're making trend line. So you can see it didn't play out here because it's nearly horizontal. Now look at this. This is very steep. This line is what? You can see the line is very steep. You can see it's very steep, right? So this can never be considered a trend what? A trend line. There were two numbers of touches here, right? So, but you cannot consider this because the line is too steep. So that's why the second touch it changed dimension. So this could not be considered, trend. Now it didn't even play out to the touches that we need to make a trend line because it's already steep. So you cannot make a trend line with steep lines. You cannot make trend line with what? Nearly horizontal lines. You just an angle of 30 to 45 degrees thereabouts. And remember the number of touches. You cannot make trend lines at two number of touches. The third number of touch is good to make your trend line. And remember, the fourth what touch must come in slowly for you to make your entry. So these are factors you have to consider in making your what? Trend line. And thank you very much for watching my video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, click on the notification button so you can get notification on more videos, relevant videos subject to crypto trade that I'll be posting subsequently. Thank you very much. Have a good day.